Okay, exercise 9-3. Microproducts Inc. has developed a very powerful electronic calculator. Each calculator requires 3 small chips that cost $3 each and are purchased from an overseas supplier. Microproducts has prepared a production budget for the calculator by quarters for year 2 and the first quarter of year 3, as shown below. The chip used in production of the calculator is sometimes hard to get, so it is necessary to carry large inventories as a precaution against stockouts. For this reason, the inventory of chips at the end of a quarter must be equal to 20% of the following quarter's production needs. A total of 36,000 chips will be on hand to start the first quarter of year 2. And required, prepare a direct materials purchases budget for chips by quarter and in total for year 2. At the bottom of your budget, show the dollar amount of purchases for each quarter and for the year in total. Okay, so first thing we need to do is what's our production needs? What do we need? So we're given the production but this is in calculators. Now we're looking at these chips, how many chips, because we're doing a purchases budget for the chips. So we know we're planning on making 60,000 calculators, for example, in the first quarter. Each calculator requires 3 small chips. So 60,000 calculators, 3 chips each, so we need 180,000 chips. So that's what we base our purchases budget on. So we do that for each quarter. Now, our purchases budget. So we know we need 180,000 chips for the first quarter to meet our production. At the end of that quarter, we also want to have an amount in our ending inventory. And this is because, as they said, the part is sometimes hard to get, so they want to carry an inventory against stockouts. And the inventory that they want is 20% of the following quarter's production needs. So again, the following quarter, they need 270,000. So 20% of that is what they want to have in ending inventory at the end of this quarter. So you need 180,000 chips. You also want to have 54,000 in ending inventory, so that means you need 234,000 chips. But what did you have there at the beginning of that quarter? Well, the very first quarter, we're told there were 36,000 chips on hand at the start of the first quarter. So you already have 36, so you'd subtract that, which means you need 198,000 chips. Second quarter, the same thing. We need 270,000, plus we need an amount in ending inventory, and that's 20% of the next quarter's sales, so 20% of the 450,000. So in total, we need 360,000 chips, but we already have some in beginning inventory, which is the amount that was in ending inventory from the period before. So 54,000. So we only need to purchase 306,000. Third quarter, we need 450,000 plus 20% up to 300,000 from the next quarter, which is 60,000. But we have 90,000 already on hand from the ending inventory from the quarter before, so we need to purchase 420,000. So in one of the questions, I think in question 9, exercise 9-2, they told us what our desired ending inventory was in the last quarter. Here, they're just giving us production for the following quarter, the first quarter in the next year. So we know we can calculate, well, if we're going to make 80,000 calculators at 3 chips in each calculator, we know what production is going to be. So 20% of that will be our ending inventory for this quarter. So like I said, that number can be given to you in several ways. And again, I will point out desired ending inventory for chips. It's not a total. So you total across to get your production. Then once you have your production for the year, your desired ending inventory is the ending inventory in the last quarter. You add that to get your total chips, the total purchases, what you need. Then from there, you subtract your beginning inventory, but beginning inventory is not added across. Beginning inventory is what you started out. So the beginning inventory of the period and the ending inventory of the time of the period. So you subtract your beginning inventory to get the required number of chips. Now, it also asks us to show the dollar amount, and all you need to do there is we know the number of chips that we need to purchase, and we're given a cost of $3 each, so you just multiply it by the cost to get the dollar value. Okay, that's it for that question.